Hello everybody, Akurai here, and welcome back to another Akurai Talks video. And in today's Akurai Talks video, I thought we'd talk about, the importance of defense. This is part of this series of me going into detail about every character, learning their moves, helping you understand who your potential main character is, and by going over pretty much everything. But I thought before we even go over everything, like the character itself, what they can cancel into, what they can do, all the little jazz, I thought we'd have to talk about some of the basics, which of course is movement, defense, and offense. Offense, cancels, and all that other stuff. And then of course common mistakes. Because again, I feel that honestly, we obviously don't have enough players to know about this. I mean, many players, it's all out button mashing. And hopefully, by watching this series, you will be less of a button masher and more of a actual good player. Now, button mashing is easy. Button mashing is the thing that most players will resort to in the beginning of their so-called quote unquote fighting game experience. And it's not until they realize, or maybe even get near high ranks, that they start to realize that, hey, I can't do this anymore. Now, at first, you're going to see me doing some dashing stuff and some movement speed. Obviously, I was just kind of considering what I wanted to do when I first started this video. But then I was like, yeah, we're going to talk about defense. So what is defense? Well, defense is basically anti-airing, blocking, throw escaping, anything like that. Obviously, you're seeing here, now I'm using Poison, who's the newest character, and I'll go over my thoughts and review of Poison eventually. But what is the anti-airs? For Poison, one of her anti-airs is Crouch Medium Punch. Crouch Medium Punch is a fast anti-air. It's a normal move that she can do. Obviously, she has an EX anti-air, and of course, she also has her kick anti-air, which you'll see me use later on. But yeah, you'll probably run into many characters in the beginning who are jumping these, and you're going to have to learn how to anti-air them. Obviously, anti-airing them just via jump is not the smartest move, because let's face it, 9 out of 10 times if you're not facing against a dummy, they probably are going to try to punch you or kick you as soon as they get up, because that's how they get the advantage. They want you to follow them up when they jump. When you see them jump, they want you to follow them up. So of course, you gotta figure out, how do I stop this person by staying on the ground rather than trying to jump up to their nature and counter them. Well, here's a few ways you can do it. One, you can do this. You can do an anti-air like that kick I just did. As you can see, that kick is a great anti-air. And every time Akuma here, or dummy here, Akuma tries to jump up, I anti-air them and kick them. Now, obviously, unless they're a stupid player, they're not going to accept that for long, and they're going to change their tune. You could also anti-air them with like I said, with Poison's whip, where, as you can see there, Poison throws her anti-air whip. She just throws them down. You have an EX version of that too, which is of course medium and heavy together when you do a core circle back. And then of course you have the medium punch anti-air. Those are all of Poison's anti-airs. Now obviously, unlike Akuma, unlike Ken, unlike Ryu, unlike Sakura, she doesn't have a dragon punch per se, but she does have a few anti-airs to stop people. And the last way, of course, is just moving forward. Simply moving forward. Simply just trying to go jump over. Trying to have them kick and jump over. Now, obviously, what about fireballs? How do you counter anti-air fireballs? When someone like Akuma is throwing fireballs at you in the air. Well, I mean, again, it's kind of the same concept. You could use an anti-fireball. Obviously, you could use an anti-fireball. You could try and knock them down. Even though that's probably not the smartest move, as you can see here, that fireball will probably still hit you because it has infinite frames. But, I mean, for the most part, I think the easiest way to dodge it is to duck down and then just hope that when they throw the fireball, you're just under the arc. You're under the arc. I think that's personally the best way to jump over that or counter that defense. Because as you'll see here, You could try to jump over it, but the problem is if you jump at the wrong time, you're going to get hit by the fireball. As you'll see here, you're going to pretty much get hit by the fireball if you jump at the wrong time. Which, again, you're not going to take that for long. If you're a smart player, you ain't going to take that for long because maybe jumping over the fireball might be easy. It might be quick. It might be the right thing to do. But 9 out of 10 times, if you jump at the wrong time, you're obviously going to get hit by the fireball. So, I mean, that's just not good. That's pretty bad. And, you know, it doesn't make for a good counter. It doesn't make for, you know, good defense. I mean, obviously, it's kind of bad defense at that point. If you're trying to counter an anti-fire or anti-air fireball, you know, via just, you know, doing something like that. Now, of course, you know, what about characters like Ryu who have a great heavy kick in? Well, I mean, when it comes down to characters like Ryu who have a really heavy kick in, then, you know, the concept kind of stays the same. Walk under them while they're jumping, while they're jump kicking in you. You know, try to kick them, anti-air kick them. Try to dragon punch them if you're Ryu, Ken, Sakura, Akuma, or even Saigot, or even I would say probably even Ibuki. You know, you have the anti-air, so why not anti-air them with a dragon punch or something like that? Or, you know, try to do something as simple as just walking under them. I mean, again, the worst thing you could do is try to block, because let's see, 9 out of 10 times, if you're not careful and you try to just block it out, if they're lagging, they might grab you. They may grab you and take that as an opportunity to grab you, and you may not have much of a chance to anti-air them. So that's why, you know, like I said before, if you see a character who's just jumping a lot and trying to anti-air them, and trying to jump in, kick you, because that's a good crossover or whatever, then, you know, the best defense you can do is try to anti-air them. Try to throw them down. Try to get them to where they are not going to be jumping anymore, or they're going to be a little scared to jump. Because, again, you know, it's about putting fear into your opponent. You want to put fear into your opponent. You want to make it to where your opponent is going to fear using that move. Because, again, like I said, simply just walking under their jump kick, like this Ryu here. Simply walking under this jump kick is going to scare them. It's going to make them go, why am I still missing? Why do I keep missing this person? And they're stupid and they keep trying to do it and you keep anti-airing them. Guess what? They're not learning anything. They're not learning anything. They don't even realize that, you know, that you're basically just using simple tactics with them, and they're going to get probably a little salty, a little ragey on what you're doing, and they're going to try to go, why are you doing this? Why am I losing? How come I'm losing all of this? What's going on? Why do I keep, you know, failing at this, you know? And, you know, the simple reason why they keep failing at this is because they literally don't understand that they keep jumping up and you're going to keep anti-airing them. Same thing goes with throws. Learn to tech throw. I mean, it's not easy to tech throw or to tech break a throw all the time. It requires some good timing, and, you know, you obviously have to learn that. But, I mean, as I was testing this, I did learn and notice that actually Ryu's grab compared to Poison's grab actually is much shorter. And, you know, you could almost immediately, if they were trying to dash in and grab you, you could almost immediately grab them. Grab them with almost no issue. So, you know, again, something that you would probably want to think about when it comes to, you know, determining if you should, you know, what you should do. But, I mean, with that being said, I mean, learning to tech throw, break grabs and whatnot is always a important step. It's a good thing to learn. It's a value that can't be taught for the most part to most people, especially when you first are starting, because when you're first starting, obviously you're thinking about offense. If I can get someone into a corner, I'm going to win. If I can stay offensive, I'm going to win. But, I mean, obviously, as you'll learn over time and as you progress, footsies are the name of the game. And, you know, playing the neutral game is going to be what determines you to be a high-ranked player or a low-ranked player. Knowing the basic read, basic defense. and then, coming up with your own offense as time goes on is an important value that you'll learn over time. And, as you progress, obviously, it will help you in the long run, and it'll make your climbing of ranks much, much easier than before. But with that being said, hopefully this has helped you with defense and helped you with, understanding defense. I actually found this video, or I decided to make this video based on Street Fighter God, who originally made a defensive video that I was watching. I will try to link the video in the description if I remember, but if I don't remember, then I do apologize. Anyway, Street Fighter God, I would like to thank you for inspiring this video, and I thought I'd make my own little version of my thoughts on this video and trying to help people understand defense and just get a better idea to become less of a button masher at the end of the day. Because let's face it, button mashing is never fun. You obviously don't learn anything by button mashing, and you have to realize that button mashing isn't going to save you as you progress through the game. But with that being said, Nier will one trick moves will also not save you in the long run of of playing the game. But with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for stopping by and watching me. And with that being said, if you like this video, hit the like button, get subscribed, hit the bell notification, because I know you want to know when my next video drops next. Thank you everybody for joining me today. Thank you for watching this video. And until the next one, everybody, like I said, this is Akai signing out and saying, oh, wait, that's right. I am live on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Akai. I also forgot that this is one other anti-air I forgot to show you, which was which was Poison's Molotov Cocktail.
Where you going?
As you can see, Poison's Molotov Cocktail, which I kind of forgot to explain, also acts as a bit of an anti-air and a bit of an anti-air deterrent because, again, it can pretty much make it to where, as you can see there, Ryu pretty much is helpless to fight. But with that being said, either way, thank you everyone for joining me. As I was saying before, I am live on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Akai. I am live on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday for sure, for about 4 to 5 hours. I'm considering making it 4 to 6 hours. I am kind of planning a new schedule around this. But I'm also currently live on Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday will always be about 2 to 3 hour long stream. And yeah, with that being said, my schedule for that is about 11:30 p.m. PST to about midnight PST. But yeah, with that being said, I am also uploading videos every day on Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday around 11:30 p.m. PST to about midnight PST. And yeah, with that being said, thank you everyone for joining me. Again, if you like this video, hit the like button and get subscribed. But yeah, with that being said, thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you for watching this video. And until the next one, everybody, this is Sakurai signing out and saying farewell, everyone.